boys and girls. Well, our next book involves animals too. Yertle the turtle had a reptile in it. In this book, there are many animals from many of the other animal families. Because this little boy, well, he has a wish. And one of his wishes is, I wish that I had duck feet. Could you imagine if you had duck feet? All the things that you could do in the water. You could go splish splashing, paddle around. It'd be pretty cool to have duck feet. Well, until it was time to put on shoes. Well, let's find out what happens when I Wish That I Had Duck Feet. Written by Dr. Seuss. Here we go. Let's find out what animals this little boy wishes he could be. If you look carefully, you can see the duck that he wants to be and some other animals that might be part of his wish. I wish that I had duck feet. I wish that I had duck feet, and I can tell you why. You can splash around in duck feet. You don't have to keep them dry. He's totally right. If I had duck feet, I wouldn't have to worry about them getting wet, because they're duck feet. They're supposed to be wet. I wish that I had duck feet. No more shoes. No shoes for me. The man down at the shoe store would not have my size, you see. He's totally right. He wouldn't have the right size. If I had 2 duck feet, I could laugh at Big Bill Brown. I would say, you don't have duck feet. These are all there are in town. So now he's showing off his duck feet to Big Bill Brown. I think it would be very good to have them when I play. Only kids with duck feet on can ever play this way. But I don't see anybody else with duck feet. He can only really play with the ducks. But, my mother would not like them. She would say, get off my floor, she would say. You take your duck feet. You take them out that door. Don't ever come in here again with duck feet on. Now don't. So, I guess I can't have duck feet. I'd like to, but I won't. Yeah, it would be pretty hard if you kept bringing water into the house. You could even slip. So, if I can't have duck feet, I'll have something else instead. Say, I know what. I wish I had 2 horns up on my head. Interesting. What animal do you think those come from? Yeah, I think a deer too. I wish I had 2 deer horns, and they'd be lots of fun. Then I could wear 10 hats up there. Big Bill, well, he can only just wear 1. Do you really need to wear 10 hats, though? If it was a windy day, they'd all blow away. I think they would be very good to have when I play ball. Then nobody would stop me. No, sir. Nobody at all. Yeah, I think they'd be a little worried. They might get poked. And it doesn't look like anybody's really happy to play with him. My horns could carry books and stuff like paper, pens and strings and apples for my teacher and a lot of other things. That is pretty useful. Wait a minute. What about doorways? Are doorways going to be wide enough? Oh, but if I had big deer horns, I would never get a ride. I could never ride the school bus. I could never get inside. That's just what we were talking about. Doorways being too small. The school bus door is definitely too small, too narrow for him. And so, yeah, I won't have deer horns. I'll have something else instead. I wish I had a whale spout on my head. Do you think this is going to be very useful to have? I think if I was hot, it would help me be cooled down, but in the wintertime, that would be but chilly. When days get hot, it would be good to spout my spout in school. And there's Miss Banks would say, thanks, you keep our school so cool. What about going into a room that has a carpet? Ooh, what about even trying to go to bed? Has he thought about these problems? I could play all day in summer. I would never feel the heat. I would beat Big Bill at tennis. I would play him off his feet. That is true. But my mother would not like it. I know just what she would say. Not in the house. You shut that off. You take that spout away. I know that's what she would tell me. I don't want that spout about. And when mother does not want a thing, it's O-U-T, it's out. Yeah, she does not want that in the house. And so, I will not have one. I don't wish to be a whale. I think it would be better if I had a long, long tail. Judging by the colors on this tail, which animal do you think it is from? I agree with you. I think it might be a mammal, a tiger. I wish I had a long, long tail. Someday I will, I hope. And then I'll show the kids in town new ways to jump a rope. That's a pretty cool thing. At least he's sharing it with his friends so they can play jump rope. That's kind of nice. If I had a long, long tail, I know what I would like. I would like to ride down State Street, pulling girls behind my bike. Wow, and she's not even wearing a helmet, and he's not wearing a helmet. I hope they remember safety first, because they're going awfully fast. I wish I had a long, long tail, and I can tell you why. I could hit a fly 10 feet away and hit him in the eye. I know Miss Banks would like this. She would smile and she would say, no other boy in town can hit a fly so far away. Wow. Yeah. I don't think Bill Brown's happy about this, though. But, if I had a long, long tail, I know that Big Bill Brown would tie me in a tree. He would. And then how would I get down? I don't think that I would like it with my tail tied in a tree. The more I think about it, no long tail for me. Yeah, I think that's like the first time we've seen Big Bill Brown smile. And so, if I can't have a tail, I'll have a long, long nose. A nose just like an elephant's, the longest nose that grows. I wish I had a long, long nose, and I can tell you why. I think it would be very good to get things way up high. Wow, look what he managed to get. Who can tell me what word is written on that jar? Yep, you're right. Cookies. Every kid in town would love it. Every kid but Big Bill Brown. And every time I saw him, I would sneeze, achoo, and blow him down. Say, I could help the firefighters. My nose would be just right. I could help them put out fires 100 times a night. Now, that's true. That could be very useful. Oh, I would do a lot of things that no one ever did. And everyone in town would say, just watch that long-nosed kid. But, if I had a long, long nose, I know what Dad would do. My dad would make me wash the car, the house, and the windows too. So that sounds like there's a lot of work involved now. My dad would make me work all day and wash things with that hose. I guess it would not be so good to have a long, long nose. Yeah. A nose that's like a hose. Yeah, I think you'd end up doing a lot of water work. Now, let me think about it. All those things I want are bad. And so I wish, what do I wish I had? What do you think? Which one do you think he's going to choose? I know what. I know just what. I know just what to do. I wish that I had all those things. I'd be a which, what, who. If I could be a which, what, who, I'd jump high in the air. I'd splash and spout and run about. I'd give the town a scare. Yeah, look at all the townspeople's faces. I don't think he's realized how much they don't like what he's doing. So being a which, what, who probably isn't the best thing to do. But the people would not like it. They would be so scared, I bet. They would call the town policeman and catch me in a net. Yikes. Then they would put me in the zoo house with my horns and nose and feet. And hay, just hay, 2 times a day is all I'd get to eat. He has to live next to the lion. Which, what, who? I don't think he's very happy about just eating hay. I think I would probably like a variety of foods, not just hay all day. I think I would be very sad, and when people came to call. So, I don't think a which, what, who would be much fun at all. Those old friends. Wow, even Big Bill Brown is looking sad for him. And so I think there are some things I do not wish to be. And that is why I think that I just wish that I was me. Yeah, just be you. You're the greatest just the way you are. Oh, and here he is with those animal clouds again. When I look at those animals, you can definitely see there is a variety. And with each variety, there are different kind of feet. I wonder if we could match feet with the right animals. In fact, I think that might be something that we could do. We could try and find an animal that actually has feet that look like this. So scroll on down below and find out just what you should do if you had duck feet.